I was ready. B.W.O. 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 Brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. In this world, things get hard cause we've been blinded by ignorance, man. Fear the unknown to progress is a hindrance. Silence is consent, so let your voices be heard. Man, we brothers with opinions, now we spreading the word. Bringing light to the dark, revolution is an art. Man, a lot of people talk, but they ain't never walked apart. Gotta shine a light on poverty and fight against injustice. And always speak the truth when the enemy's amongst us.
We're back, everybody. Welcome to B.W.O. I don't know what Chris is doing. He ain't ever ready. Welcome back to B.W.O. We're about to have a great guest on today. Michael Benitez of Mutopia Boxing and Fitness, everyone. So please hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. And you also follow us on Facebook and all that stuff. Like I say, I don't know what Chris is doing right now, but we're going to add Michael Benitez and welcome him to the show, everyone. Okay. Jeez. I was like, what is he doing? So we're going to add Michael in here and welcome him to the show, everybody. So thanks for tuning in. So we'll get Michael in here. There he is. Mike, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
good, man? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good. So today the platform is yours, sir. You were with. Do I have it correct? It's Mutopia.
Yes, sir. Mutopia.
Is that boxing and fitness in Winchester?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you want to start off, introduce yourself and what you do, for the community with your business and everything, boxing and stuff.
100%, man. This is Coach Mike with Mutopia Boxing and Fitness. We're here located in Winchester, Virginia. Man, honestly, it's just to inspire. Honestly, we're trying to grow the kids and that's it, man. It's just give back. You know what I mean? And we have a lot of kids who come in and just I wouldn't say depressed, but they don't know they ain't found themselves yet. So really just and first off, I want to start with shout out to my team, because if it wasn't for my team, it wouldn't be possible. You know what I mean? It would just be me trying to make ends meet and doing what I do, but at the same time, like, man, it's my team with me. So,
Right. So what I'm curious myself, because I'm not sure, how did you get into what was your interest and when did you start? You know what I mean? Like, how did you get into all this?
Yeah. Shout out Pops, man. My dad, honestly, Chris knows, my dad had a boxing gym, and, me after school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was, into football and stuff like that, but team sports wasn't me. You know what I mean? So I found boxing, and, my dad always wanted me to do it, but, I was young and didn't want to listen to him and everything. But, one day after school, it just clicked to me, and, started going to the gym, started hitting the bag. And, it was never like me wanting to get into it seriously. But, finally I was like, you know what, this is a me versus me sport. You know what I mean?
Right.
So nobody's fighting for you. It's just you and yourself. You know what I mean? So if you don't put the work in, that's a reflection on you. You know what I mean? So my dad, it all comes back to my dad.
Right. Well, praise Pops.
Absolutely.
Big Mike. Yep.
100%.
So, and I mean, and you're right. Me and Chris were talking about this. It's different individual sports like boxing, wrestling. Like it's you against you. You're your biggest competition.
100%.
It's different from team. And I feel you can elaborate on that. Building confidence and this in these kids.
Yeah, that's
boxing.
what it is, man. They I got a lot of parents that come in and, the kids with them, the kids quiet, man. They just won't speak. And I work with them for 2 weeks, and, the parents come back and like, man, what'd you do to my kid? Because he won't shut up now. You know what I mean? So it's just, and, a lot of kids, man, they don't want to open up to the parents. You know what I mean? It's just, it's natural. It's a kid thing. You know what I mean? And the kids come in and they open up and, they just, they're able to vent. You know what I mean? Because it's a no judgment zone in my gym.
Right.
We're ears, you know what I mean? We're mentors. We try to enroll positivity and that's it, man.
Yeah, the main thing is confidence. So of course, self-defense, right? Teaches them that 100%.
And in the right way. I had a kid come into the gym today, and I want to learn boxing, but hey, this is something that if I teach you, I don't want you to take it outside of my gym unless you have to.
Right.
You know what I mean? My dad growing up was like, hey, man, don't fight unless somebody put their hands on you first.
Right.
And, I still go by some rules that my dad used to give me. So, I learned a lot from him, and that's what I still instill in my kids now.
Well, it's like my dad would say, and I'm sure your dad says, it's like, don't start it, just finish it. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So what have you got any events, anything going on? Like, what do you guys, because you guys do personal training, right? As well.
Yeah, we do personal training. Yeah, my gym's private, man. I want the kids who want to better themselves. You know what I mean? People are like, man, I couldn't find your website. If you don't know me personally, you don't have me on Facebook, you don't have me on Instagram, you probably don't know about my gym. You know what I mean?
Right.
It takes, I want to see who wants it. You got to find my gym. You got to find me. You got to, you know what I mean? And when you walk into the gym, that shows me. You know what I mean? So now I'm interested in you. Now I want to see what you're about. You know what I mean? Because you took the time to find the gym. People are like, man, it sent me here, it sent me here. Hey, you showed up. That's all that matters. You walk through the door. I'm going to do my job, and I'm very good at what I do. I like to think. And I get them hooked. You know what I mean? Kid came into the gym today. He just like, hey, coach, I just want to see how you train. I want to see you training another kid. I mean, smile from ear to ear. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I want to do it. All right, cool. I locked you in. You know what I mean? And I tell him, you give me 100%, I'll give you 100%. Now let's match up at 110%.
Now, do you start at a certain age, or
man, honestly, like with the kids, I usually do an hour session, hour and a half session to the guys who want to compete and everything like that. But at the same time, with 6-year-olds and 5-year-olds, like your attention span's not there yet.
So, trust me, I'm coaching 3rd and 4th graders right now.
You know what I mean? Like, so I try to do 30 minutes with the young kids, and it seems to me that like I can get a good 30 minutes out of them. And it's just again consistency. I tell the parents like, hey man, I'm okay with you signing your kid up for 1 day a week, but at the same time, bring them in more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get them interested in it, and the more you do it, the more it'll sink in your brain. So,
right.
This is your full-time career, right?
Full time, man. It's the only thing I want to do. People tell me like, why don't you get a real job? Hey man, you worry about you. I'm doing what I love to do. I go to work. I'm not mad about what I'm doing. Nobody's telling me what to do. I'm doing what I love.
No lie, most of us would love to do something like that.
100%.
We don't really, most of us don't do exactly what we love, and you're blessed when you're able to do that. So for you to be able to do that, it doesn't matter what nobody else thinks, man. And you're making a difference in people's lives, especially young people. But nobody, we hate working for the man. That's the way to keep it real. We hate working for the man. And you're doing something big, and you're doing it for yourself, a true entrepreneur, man. Big respect to that, man.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it means the world.
You know, and I know you. Besides you looking just like Pops right now, like
I would always get you guys confused on being honest. I'm like, they look just alike. I don't know which is which.
Man, that is so
besides you looking just like him, like, yeah, we grew up a lot, and I looked up to Big Mike too, man, because he's a few years older than me, and I appreciate what you do, and no lie, man, including your pops, man. We all wish we could do exactly what we love every day and not have to go work for the man.
Man, I love it. I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right. So shout out.
How can people become a member of your gym, or how can people become someone that you train besides having to find you because they really want it? Like, how can they reach out to Mutopia and be like, Mike, I want to do this, and then they can come in and you see him or whatever?
Find me on Mutopia Boxing on Instagram, or Michael Benitez on Facebook. Shoot me a message. We got a website and everything, mutopiaboxing.com. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text, give me a call, show up. Show up is what I prefer, but hey, give me a call. I'm gonna make it work.
Right.
I wake up, I think boxing. I wake up, I think about making my boys better, my young girls that I got. I want to make you better. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a role model, man. Trying to be positivity in our community, and boxing needs to come. It's big. It needs to be bigger.
Oh, I agree. We're about to get into that.
Do you have currently? Do you have anybody that's fighting and like you? I've seen you going on the road with kids and fighting.
Man. Yeah, I was about to ask the same question.
Do you have currently?
Currently, I think I'm at Between me and me personally, you know, we work together and all, but me personally, I think I'm traveling around with like 8 kids right now.
That are competing.
Yep, that are competing. Yep.
Nice. And that one kid's 6-0.
One, yep, my man Trey Fincham, he's 6-0.
Yeah.
Boy,
what weight class?
125.
125.
And
we need the heavyweights back. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. We need heavyweights back.
But that's Mike. Mike's a heavyweight.
Hey.
Well, that heavyweight division.
Mike, what's your record if you don't mind me asking?
5-2.
You hear that?
So do you still fight or you just train now?
Honestly, my goal is to go pro. I think I'm over the amateur. You know, it's a different style, man. The pro and the amateurs are way different. You know, amateurs more output. You know what I mean? You gotta be in the best conditioning of your life. You gotta be able to throw punches. Like that's all they look for. You know what I mean? And I think with the way that I was trained and the way that I trained myself, it was more of a pro style. You know, believe it or not, I actually sparred the guy who fought on the Canelo undercard, Ivan Drichko, the heavyweight. And you know, so just the experience, man, that I've had, the experience, man, the traveling, it's, you know, and honestly, when I went to PA to spar him, I was a student. You know what I mean? I put the coaching to the side. I was learning. I went there to learn. Right. I'm sparring a guy who's sparred Tyson Fury, who sparred Deontay Wilder, who sparred Anthony Joshua, sparred the top heavyweights in the world, man. And it was, hey, look, I got my ass whooped. But I tell all my boys, it's not about that. It's about getting in there, getting the experience, and being able to say, hey, I stepped in the ring with a top 10 contender.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm always learning. His coach, Tom Yankello, man, great guy. Shout out Dallas Brewer for taking me there. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have went. But man, the experience and it gave me a different eye on the coaching aspect of things. And man, you dedicate your time into your people, man, sky's the limit.
Right. Totally agree. I mean, that's all. I didn't know you were still like trying to fight, but that's awesome. Hey, good luck on that. Yeah,
hey, Tony, you want to test him? You want to spar with him?
Hell, no, I'm good.
I'm out.
I'll take it easy.
Well, they say I only fight when I have to. Like, I'm not going to voluntarily get punched in the head. Like,
yeah, that ain't
you guys are just a different breed. You know, like,
hey, man, everybody who steps in the ring, you know, spectators are what makes boxing happen. But the boys who get in there, man, it's you're getting hit. You're going to get hit. It's a sport. You're going to get hit.
Yeah.
Now, how many people are on your team that help at the gym?
Man, I got like 7 or 8.
That also help train other people too, right? Because you can't train everybody.
Yeah, I can't. You know what I mean? And honestly, my assistant boxing coach, Coach Green, front row guy, you know, he's been in my dad's gym before I even started boxing. And, you know, unfortunately my dad closed down his gym and man,
Winchester Boxing?
Yep, Winchester Boxing. I started with nothing. When my dad closed down, you know, working downtown, trying to make some money. Because I always knew what I wanted to do. Like you said, man, I didn't want to work for the man.
Yeah.
I was okay with it I was okay with it for the time being, but man, I knew I wanted my own place. I got a football pad and I had a pole. I tied the football pad to the pole and man, my clients just kept coming. And the gym grew. It went from 3,000 square feet to, I mean, I'm sitting at almost 8 right now. You know, got a boxing ring, got a team full of trainers, got a fight team, you know, everything you need in the gym, we make it work.
Nice. So hey, that's awesome. You know, work from the bottom up.
Yep.
And that's great. Perseverance, man. That's what I try to instill in kids too. Work hard and strive for your goals.
If you want it, you'll go get it.
Right.
Gotta work for it.
And I keep telling Chris, talk it into fruition too. Make it talk it into existence.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. So do you have any? Yep. So do you have any big fights like lined up that you would like you with yourself or the boys you're training?
So some of my guys that are fighting for me right now, my man Trey, he's got them lined up. I'm trying to keep him as active as possible. Soon, probably, hopefully next year, we'll make it out to nationals. We're looking at October 4th. We're looking at October 18th. We're looking at October 25th. And then we'll go to Ohio November 8th. Just keeping them active, man.
Right.
And then for myself, I'm hoping to turn pro next year. Talking to a couple managers, trying to make ends meet, and go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, who's your trainer?
Myself.
So
when you go pro too, you're the one in the corner?
I'll have a guidance guy. I'm looking at Dallas Brewer.
The guy that took you to fight that guy, Klitschko or whatever, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Looking at him, man, really, it's funny because my last couple fights, it's really been people just giving me water in the corner.
Really?
Yep. Just give me some water.
Means that he ain't been touched.
my last fight, man, I fought a dude who shorts. I wouldn't say short, 6'1", stocky, built like a refrigerator, man.
Right.
And
what class are you? Are you heavyweight?
Heavyweight, yes, sir.
So I figured you was the heavyweight class.
Yeah, Mike did not take out.
Hey, we need you to bring that heavyweight class back.
Hey, we need to, man.
To prominence, man.
That's the goal. I'm trying to have I'm trying to represent our town, man, Winchester. You know what I mean? Trying to have a heavyweight, trying to do something in boxing, and again, I'm here to lead by example. I mean, I feel like
you're representing already.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes
if you make it big and do your thing, you're gonna represent more than Winchester. The DMV and Virginia gonna claim you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Mike's at home.
Hey, you know how that goes.
Virginia by Tennessee, they're gonna claim you.
Yeah, everybody trying to claim you. The bigger you get.
But no, we wish you the best, man. We hope everything goes well and works out for the best. Like you said, be positive, speak it into existence, manifest it. But you make it, man.
I grew up in so many different locations as a kid. Grew up in born in Winchester, grew up in Tennessee. Moved out to West V, lived here for a little bit throughout my middle school years.
You was in Tennessee with Diane?
Yep, I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So, it's all over. Support from everywhere, man. I love it.
Right. So you have any big planned, like, business ventures, with us, events coming up? Do you do stuff in your own gym? Like have boxing matches and events?
No, I don't actually. But, the cool thing about it is I'm able to hopefully eventually under USA Boxing, you're allowed to throw your own events. Right. Got to get the doctors and the officials and everything, but hopefully working again with Dallas Brewer and hopefully sometime soon throwing an event in Winchester, Virginia, just because I think it's not here. You know what I mean? In my gym, yes, it's here, but I want it in the community. I want people to come out and see, what boxing's about. You know what I mean? And again, it's building self-defense and confidence.
It's never been there, at least when I lived there, of course. Like, your dad and you guys have pretty much brought it on the scene in the area because it's never been a thing over there. People got gloves before and fought, but most time it's street fighting. It's never been nothing like you're doing, man. Like, we hope you can continue to build it and grow it, Mike. Like, what you're doing, that's an amazing thing, and you're helping the youth. And you're helping people try to chase their dreams. Some of them can make it.
Yeah. Very true.
That kid 6-0, man. He looks promising. That the kid Trey, you said?
Yeah, man. He's special.
So what's his record?
He's 6-0.
So that's when the 6-8. Yeah.
Yep. He's coachable. He's hardworking. He's dedicated. He's, you know what I mean? The kid sends me 2 miles forward, 1 mile backwards every morning before 7 a.m. You know what I mean? Then he comes into the gym and then he'll come back to the gym for a strength training. He can't be outworked. I mean, I'm like, dude, how are you not tired? And he's like, coach, I just want to do it. I'm like, all right.
That's somebody that definitely has what it takes to make it.
Oh, man, dude, he's special. He's special.
Nice. So he's a gym rat. He wants to be in the gym constantly.
All the time. He's actually helping me get kids into the gym now.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
He loves boxing, so he told me he wanted to do it. So hey, let's continue to build.
Nice, now, when you make it professionally, who's gonna take over the reins of holding the gym down?
Oh, I'm gonna do it all.
Because you're gonna come back, it'll be
absolutely.
I'm gonna do it all.
Well, look, he already has his team, so when he's fighting, they can hold the fort down while he's fighting, right? While you're away. So
if I'm going for a week, I depend on my people, man. I trust my people. They gonna take care of me as I take care of them.
Nice. And I don't think I had. Where's your gym exactly located?
We are right across Shenandoah. We're at 661 Millwood Avenue.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right. So everybody knows that as well, where you're located.
Right there in town.
Nice. Well, that's right down the road for me then. I have to get my boys in there. Maybe get
you
them
should
in
get
there.
Quincy into it.
Yeah.
They'll fall in love with it, man.
He'd probably be a good one with all the.
It'd be something positive for him, man, for real. And of course, with working out with Mike, man, he's gonna put him through the test. Like, if Quincy ain't got it, then he'll quit.
You get to punch people and not get in trouble.
Right. Hey, that's why I love football. I said it was you could illegally assault somebody and not get
Hey, and I'm with that. You know what I mean? Hey, let's do it. Right. Yeah, I mean, I think boxing really just makes you grow as an individual. You know what I mean? And in our gym, we're a team, you know what I mean? So we're not sitting there trying to hurt each other, but at the end of the day, we are trying to get better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's how a lot of sports should be.
Right. Well, I love it, man. I love it. I love what you're doing. It's positive, getting the kids out there. Like you say, get their mind right first and foremost. Just build confidence in themselves, self-confidence.
100%.
So, Chris, I think you wanted to talk about the
I was going to ask you, Mike. You already know. I actually got to see Crawford a few years ago because my favorite boxer is Teofimo Lopez. And I went to see him fight. And Crawford fought right after him. And I was like, oh, shit. I didn't even know he was going to be at the fight because I really just went to see Lopez.
Right.
And he's a beast. And now we'll be seeing it. He fought Canelo, being also on top of you're half black and half Mexican. But Crawford got him. No matter what people say, he was running. But you don't land more punches if you're running. You know what I mean? He was being strategic. If Canelo gets you in that corner, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Right.
But I want to know your thoughts and takes on that whole fight, man. Is this the best fight we've had in a while?
I think it's elaborate when you say it's the best fight that we've had in a while.
I guess because there's not too many big names out there.
Okay.
So it would be a bigger name fight, like, you know what I mean? Okay. Something that's so-called blockbuster.
Right.
Those guys have been doing it forever.
I think my whole output on the fight is you got to give Terrence Crawford his roses. I think he dared to be great. I think Canelo dared to be great. I feel like my opinion is, and I don't mean it may come off biased because I've been a Canelo fan since before I started boxing. Again, he won. I think it was a close. In my eyes, it was a little closer than what a lot of people are saying it out to be. You got to think 2 judges had it a draw. One judge had Terrence Crawford up 115 to 113. I definitely think Canelo is decreasing as a fighter. I think he's going down. I think a lot of, you got to think Canelo fights, 3 times a year? Terrence Crawford fought 1 time in the last 16, 17 months.
Yeah, so Crawford's almost 3 years older, but Canelo's fought a lot more. So he's the same age, basically, if not older, because of his fights.
Right. It's just one of those things, man. I think there's a lot of things that Canelo could have done to actually win that fight because I do think he could have beat Terrence Crawford. I think the lack of the jab, honestly, I want to say that the lack of the communication in the corner. I think a coach plays a big role in trying to get your fighter motivated, and it's all about what you say to him because he's the only person you talk to in that whole 12 rounds. But Terrence Crawford is a great boxer. He's a technician. He knows what he's doing. He controls distance well. And everybody thought that Canelo was a bigger fighter, but I think watching the fight, Terrence Crawford looked like the bigger fighter.
He did. And I was trying to tell my buddy I watched the fight with, I was like, Crawford is a straight student. He went to the last 6 years of Canelo fights ringside and watched and studied. All of his films, everything. I'm like, he knew and studied everything. He wasn't worried at all because that's how much of a student he was. He was like, I've seen everything. I know everything. I will beat him. And I think boxing wise, I think Canelo wasn't ready for so much jabs. Like Crawford giving all them jabs, like Canelo's not used to that. Right? Would you agree?
I would agree. And what's funny is I don't think Canelo threw but 20 jabs the entire fight.
Yeah, that's not his fight.
Nope. And it's
so elaborate on that. Speak the importance of the jab.
It's the most important. Hey, it's the most important punch. Every coach will tell you, every fighter will tell you that jab dictates everything.
Yeah, right, you can control your opponent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Terrence Crawford was throwing a lot.
And T. Crawford did.
I do know that little bit about boxing. Yep. Like
it is the most important punch, man. And when I started boxing, it was 6 months in my left hand.
You know what I mean? Because you're not left-handed, right?
Yep. No, I'm right-handed, but it was work on the left hand, work on the jab, work on the left hand.
That's your offhand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like when I swing on my left hand, I feel weak. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand it.
That's why you'd be working with your left hand for a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's now let me ask y'all a question.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is the greatest boxer of all time? Because now it's up in the air. People are saying Crawford. Let's say this era. I'm
about to say, because there could be
apologize first because I've gotten out of boxing. Like I didn't watch the fight. Yeah, I stopped watching basically when Tyson. Like I was in it with fear.
You're not that old, Tyson.
But I mean, I'm just being. I was a heavyweight. Like he was a big.
Yeah.
To be honest, because I would say honestly, to me, the best fighter is Mike Tyson. Like I always tell people, I'm a little biased, maybe but man, when that man struck fear, like nobody wanted to fight a young Mike Tyson. That was hungry.
That's a different breed.
I mean, he's my favorite ever too, Mike. He's definitely my favorite. I think our whole generation grew up on Mike. Right. But I think there could be a difference between the best and the greatest, because if we're saying greatest, it's got to be I can't think of the white guy's name from way back in the day. He was like 49-0. 49-0. And then Muhammad Ali, what's his name? Mayweather. And now Terrence Crawford. Those guys have finished their careers, at least unless Terrence fights again, or he might fight Canelo again, but they're undefeated. So that got to be the greatest. Muhammad Ali's not the greatest. He lost.
Oh, you want to see a rematch?
100%.
Right.
They might do it. Plus the money will be crazy.
And see, that's I think what are the options? You vacate the belt or you fight again.
Yeah. And if he knows he can beat him, then fight him again.
Here's my thing:
if you beat somebody twice, then it's not a fluke.
Right. I feel like Canelo was already at the top, so and he says he trained hard, which I'm going to believe him. Terrence Crawford has something to go get. He trained harder. It. Yep, he wanted it more.
Canelo been had it.
So, Mike, I know you're younger than us. So, who's your greatest? To answer your question, who do you think's the greatest boxer of all time? You're gonna cause some controversy, probably.
I'm going Canelo.
You really?
I'm going Canelo. I think that
over Mayweather.
I'll say Mayweather's tough, man.
But Mayweather beat him. That's why I'm asking too. The only losses he had was just recently, and then against Crawford and Mayweather. He beat everybody else. He beat my boy Miguel Cotto. I was pulling for Cotto back in them days.
Okay, I'm gonna say the greatest boxer in my mind, Floyd. Now, my all-time favorite fighter, greatest fighter, Canelo. Just because
that's the difference.
I feel like Canelo didn't pick his opponents. I mean, he fought everybody who, if you said he couldn't fight him, Canelo fought him.
Yeah, he didn't back down, and he didn't back down from Terrence.
So he wasn't ducking that wreck out there.
Nobody. I think Canelo has also done more for boxing than any of those other fighters that we're talking about.
Okay.
If you look at resumes, Terrence Crawford's resume, all right, people are, I've been talking about this all week in the gym. It's all right, well, you're saying that Canelo was the best, but Terrence Crawford's resume now has Canelo on it.
Right.
And he hasn't lost yet, even though he hasn't fought the same opponents, but he's been in way smaller weight classes his whole career.
Right.
So there's differences. That's why I say the same thing with like basketball stuff. I'm like, you can't really compete centers versus guards and 40 years apart just because there's so much differences.
Yeah.
In boxing, like Mike Tyson might be my favorite, but I can't compare him and say nothing about Mayweather because they would have never had to fight because Tyson's weight class is too big.
And that's the thing. It's the weight class thing. Yeah.
So pound for pound, Mayweather says he's the best, and we can't knock it. He's what, 52-0?
Yeah. If we're going back y'all's time, I like Sean Morrison, heavyweight.
Yeah, he was nice.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Tom, is it Sean Morrison?
Yeah, you're talking about Tommy Morrison.
He's from Rocky.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, if he wouldn't have gotten to all that trouble that he got in, I think he'd have been up there.
Tommy Machine Gun
might
Morrison.
be right. Yep. Yeah, because he was coming up there and then he got in that trouble or whatever.
He was a bad dude.
Yeah, he was bringing it back, I feel. I'm with you on that one. I forgot about Tommy Morrison. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, a fun one for you real quick. And we can keep going on whatever you guys want to talk about. But favorite boxing movie?
Oh, Rocky.
I gotta go Rocky.
You both go Rocky?
Okay, hold on.
Because there's so many parts of Rocky too. Because I love Creed, but I won't count that.
Now, I was about to say, if you're talking about generations, Rocky's a good one. But what about Creed?
Creed's fire.
It's the same thing. It's
all. What about the Hurricane?
Hey, Creed is good. What is it?
The Hurricane was a good one.
Denzel.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was a good one.
Will Smith played in a boxing movie
Ali.
too.
He played Ali.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going.
That's a great movie.
I'm going Creed. My generation. I'm gonna stick with it. Creed. I'm gonna lock Creed in on that one.
I mean, I think everybody would say Creed. Like you say, you're a younger generation, but Rocky that inspired a whole generation. You know what I mean?
Pick which Rocky though, Tony? There's 6 of them.
Rocky won.
Yeah, of course. My dad even told me when that came. He said it motivated him to eat raw eggs and start like everybody was inspired in the 70s. When it come out, 78 or something like.
Before that,
I just had a woman come in saying she watched Rocky, so she wanted to start boxing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a very inspiration. People get motivated. I get motivated today watching it. Like, let's go.
Tony, I thought yours was $1 Million Baby.
Hey, that was a good movie. No lie, it wouldn't have been. Yeah, with the girl. Yeah, that was a good movie. Because what was the one with did Woody Harrelson do a boxing movie?
They were like the Great White Hype or something.
Yeah, it was. I think that was more comedy.
Mike, who's some inspirations in your life? Boxing or non-boxing?
My son. Man, my son.
Tell the world his name for those that don't know it.
My little man Crew.
Yeah, he's the whole crew too, just one self.
Been a father for going on a little over a year now, and man, it changed my life, man. You know, it's just I think, you know, to touch on a little emotional side of things, man. I think fathers and you guys are fathers. You know, you sacrifice a life, you sacrifice a lot for your family. And you know that's a hard part, man. Is, you know, really it's like Crew's my son, but I got a lot of kids, you know, because I consider all my kids at the gym my own.
And they are, you know,
the most important one is you know, at my house, you know, when I go into the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and you know I don't see my son all day, so it makes me happy to come home to him and my lady. But yeah, man, those are my inspirations. Them two, and you know I got to give credit to my mom and my dad. You know, they brought me here, so them two, man.
I'm with you, man. Having kids, it keeps you going.
Yep.
A great father.
And that's wild, man. I won't get into it no more than this, but Tony, you already know, Mike knows. But so I lived with his mom and his aunt growing up, and then I looked up to his dad. We played ball all the time at the Civics. I used to go watch him play football and stuff at Clark County. But it's wild, man. I remember being when I lived in Preston Place. Mike lived in Preston Place, and little Mike was like 1-2 years old. Man, me and Big Mike would play Madden and stuff.
Yeah.
And now look, you're a grown man with your own business doing big things, man.
Appreciate that, man. That's
fire. It's amazing to see that whole life come and go. Like, and now you're a grown man and you have your little seed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
amazing. It's almost full circle. You know what I mean?
Blessings, man. Blessings.
It's good stuff.
You know what I mean? It's just continuing. That's all. That's all I want to do is continue to give back, continue to inspire, continue to, you know, be there for my family and provide for my family and as much as I can, man. That's it.
Hey, we're Hanley guys, but now that I think about it, it seems like the new kids on the block got the most successful athletes, and that's Millbrook.
You think so?
Tony, you got to keep it real. We got Mike. We got the kid in the NFL, Najee Johnson or whatever, 2-time Super Bowl champ already.
Chris, you got a point.
Eric Green, the only one to go to NBA from our schools.
Well, listen, what, Millbrook?
Millbrook got all the athletes.
When was Millbrook built? Like 15?
They weren't there when we went to school. They came in the 2000s.
But don't forget about Eric Green.
Yeah, Eric. I was going to say,
I just said. He's the only one who went to the NBA.
Yep.
But I mean, what?
Y'all got everybody.
They already got in their short time, but they won a state in basketball.
With Eric and Jordan Sugars and Clayton's and all them. Like Roger.
Did they win one? Did they get a football when PK was there?
No, they didn't win no state football.
Okay,
I think they fell short.
Yeah, I think they had a good run. But I mean, hey, they're short. They've had some athletes come out of there.
Yeah.
And
way more than just that, but I'm saying big time athletes. Yeah, y'all I gotta give love because Millbrook wasn't there when I went to school.
Right.
And it's odd, man, because I went to Hanley my sophomore, junior, and half of my senior year, and graduated from Millbrook. Like, I want to say like the last quarter of school. Graduated.
Really?
Yeah.
So you moved my dad did the same thing. Yep. He went to and then he went to graduated from Haley like his senior year. Went like only like
played
half the year.
Millbrook. Yep, and that was it.
Wow.
And graduated 2017. Man, feels like forever ago.
So are you a judge or Millbrook? What is it? Who you lead? Or just the kids, period.
If I had to claim a school, man, I'm going with Hanley, man. You can't down Hanley. It's a great school, man. They got a great program. I love the diversity that they have there.
Agreed.
You can't beat it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm out in West Virginia now, but when my son goes to school, I want him to go to Hanley.
Well,
and no lie, I got a lot of friends that grew up with us and with the Hanley, and now they all live in West Virginia and Stephen City and shit. And I'm like, damn, y'all kids ain't going there.
Right.
Yeah,
but that's funny. But that's funny. We just talked about diversity and stuff, and with BPG last week being on. How Hanley's just such a diverse school, and people love it. And that's funny you say that you want your kid to go there because of that. I had a parent come to me. I won't name no names because the kid's only in 7th. But he's like, how do I enroll him in Hanley? My kid wants to go to Hanley. And plus I love, and the first thing he said is like, basically that's how he grew up, diversity. And that's a great thing because you're around a lot of different people. And
I feel like at Hanley, man, you learn not to judge people by the image of their, you know what I mean? And with the way the world is today, man, I feel like everybody needs to be around Black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Asian, don't matter what it is.
That's why I love New York, man. There's nothing like up here.
Right. Yeah.
But no lie. And in the whole area from Stephen City, Front Rural, Berryville, and whatever else the counties Winchester is the so-called city of that area, and it does have a lot of people. Like a lot more different cultures and races of people that's moved in and been in the area. So they go to Hanley when they're in those city limits.
And it's been like that. Growing. Yeah. And it's been like that.
Winchester won't ever build another school, a high school. They said they'll never do it. So they're going to keep going.
I thought they were thinking about it.
Not in Winchester. In the county. In Frederick County's building another one.
I mean, I know. Yeah, Frederick County's building that 4th one behind Amelbert, or that's where the 4th. I think in the next year or two, I think they've already broke ground. So there'll be a 4th one.
Hey, you know what I would love to see?
What's that?
Boxing become a sport at high schools.
That's what I was gonna. I was like, how are you pushing that? How are you pushing that? Besides, when me and Chris were there, we had Mr. Carpenter, who always wanted to put the gloves on.
Okay, so I had talked to the school about doing, trying to just promote my gym at the schools because I really felt like, a lot of kids could use it, and they unfortunately told me that that they felt that I was promoting fighting. So, I really don't think so. I think it's more so self-defense. And if you give kids opportunity to fight with gloves on, again, I'm not trying to get them to do that, but at the same time, I think it creates more discipline. Like me, man, you can say anything you want to me. I think it's built so much for myself. I don't get mad. We could have an argument on the street. I'm probably not going to hit you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless you hit me first, you could say everything you want in the book. I'm a laugh at you. You know what I mean? It just boxing just helped me so much, man. I don't get mad. I don't. You know what I mean? It's just for what.
Right. I got a great counter for that.
Go ahead.
They promote people going to the Army when they get out of high school.
Yeah.
Well, and they allow those people into the high school hallways to get kids when they come out of classes. I remember.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, too, look at wrestling. But I mean, come on. I mean, you're not punching them
in its own right.
But yeah, that's so violent. And
it's odd because college has boxing now.
Yeah, college. You're right. You know, we'll work on this and we'll get it in the schools, Mike. We'll ban it.
It would be amazing. I think it'd be amazing for the community. It'd give kids a different outlet. You know, just again, self-defense, confidence. Right. You got these kids who man, they go home, they stay in the room all day. Right. I mean, they don't have no friends, they don't talk. I think in boxing, man, you build a brotherhood, you build a sisterhood, you know what I mean? You build a family.
And also, like you previously mentioned, like you said, like team sports wasn't for you, I've noticed that's for a lot of kids.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's something they can pick up an individual sport, and maybe start to love it.
I mean, it's just like gym. People can get hurt in gym class.
Right.
Why not make boxing an elective? I bet you a lot of kids would pick boxing as an elective over another class.
Oh, I'm sure you get a lot of kids. And that's the thing, it's elective. You're not forcing anybody to do it unless they want to.
Yep.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Y'all should, no lie, Mike, we're going to have some of the Winchester Public School Board on in a couple of weeks.
We'll hook you all up.
I'll bring it up to him. I'll pitch it to him, and
man, I would love to hop on that call for 5 minutes just to talk to him.
Okay, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I would love to, and just to see an opinion and their input.
Right, yeah. Hey, get constructive criticism. We get some feedback,
and a no won't hurt me. A no won't hurt me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just I'd rather you say no than say that I'm promoting fighting. I'm not promoting violence. I'm promoting self-defense.
Ultimately, it's a sport like everything else. So when they've already added girls flag football is a big thing now.
Yep.
They're getting that into the high schools, which is great.
Well, when people ask me to rank my top 10 favorite athletes, Mike Tyson always makes it. I'll never leave him out.
100%.
So it doesn't matter what sport it is. Like boxing, one of my favorite boxer makes it. Roy Jones is almost going to make it. You know what I mean? But I love him that much, and I grew up just loving that sport of boxing and seeing them. And
which one you got higher, MJ or LeBron?
You said MJ or LeBron?
Yep.
Kobe.
I was going to say the same thing. See, different generations.
I know Mike has what he has. But I got to witness Kobe's whole career. I was 15 in high school when Kobe came onto the scene, and I really got to watch his whole career, and I loved him to death before he even died. Like, it has nothing to do with his death. Of course, that's very unfortunate. He's my favorite.
But come on, Chris. Now, you're what, a year younger than
Tony, you were born in the 70s. I wasn't. Like, I don't remember that Vietnam stuff.
I go MJ, Kobe, and everybody else. Like,
okay.
Watching
but he asked me Michael LeBron. I got Mike over LeBron.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like watching them two.
LeBron is a phenomenal talent, and his specimen is like no other. So Mike and Kobe couldn't touch him. But with that killer instinct that they have and that determination and will to be better and want more, most people don't have that.
Who do you got?
Westbrook has it.
Who's your
Westbrook has it. He just doesn't have all this.
I think Mike's trying to ask, who's your GOAT of all time in basketball?
In basketball, who?
So you put Kobe over Mike? I didn't know this. Over MJ?
Kobe's he said my GOAT. My favorite of all time is Kobe.
I mean, it's close. But me,
hey,
I'm even a Laker fan.
Is Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill.
Look, Chris. I'm even a Laker fan, and I put MJ over Kobe. But Kobe's a close second.
I'm not a Laker fan.
I want to say this, and you might disagree. I don't think if there was no MJ, there wouldn't have been no Kobe.
And if there was no Dr. J, there'd be no MJ.
Wow,
Mike says it. Mike says it himself. You know what I mean? Like when they talk about, that's why Mike's like, I can never say I'm the greatest because I didn't get to play against them old dudes, Will Chamberlain, Jerry West, and them. I just think there's no answer, but if it's my favorite, it's Kobe. I would never knock anybody for saying Mike is better, but I wouldn't agree with people that say LeBron's better.
Me neither.
Right.
He had to chase greatness.
And
yeah.
And at the end of that, yes,
thank you can admit that
longevity helps him and Kareem.
Yep.
But that be playing that long and you still haven't even caught Kobe, yet alone Mike, nah, he ain't the greatest.
Yeah, you
he's gonna have the most of everything when he's done.
Too many different teams.
He got the most rings.
Right.
Yep.
He's got more losses. Not hating. He's been there more than most people ever. Phenomenal feats what he's done. Yep. He lost 6 times. Mike, to be honest, I heard a funny joke back in the day when LeBron lost his 6th ring, and they kept comparing him, and some white kid, because it was on TikTok or Instagram, and he was like, if I have a girl come to my house 6 times this week and I hit all 6 times, but you have a girl come 10 times, but you only hit 4 times, who's winning? I'm like, whoa, that's just like, okay. You came 10 times, but you only hit 4. She came 6 to me, and I hit all 6. Like, right. I'm sorry to everybody out there, that might not think that's a joke, but I thought it was hilarious, and it made a good point.
You're gonna piss off a lot of LeBron, but I'm with you guys. I mean, you gotta win. You make it through the finals. If you're the supposed GOAT, you gotta pull it out. You gotta win.
But he's played with so many greats too.
Mike went to 6 finals and won 6 times, right?
Yeah. Now he's got Luka.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Mike went to the finals 6 times and won 6 times, right?
Yeah, all 6. And he nobody even took him to a game 7 in the finals.
Come on, man. That's great.
And what was
he got it done before that deciding game?
Kobe's 5-2.
5-2.
Yeah, because they lost to the Pistons, but they never should have. And
he lost to Boston, KD and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear this. Kobe only won because of Shaq. No, they needed each other first and foremost when they played. And then Kobe proved it after Shaq. He still won with that. Go look at that Laker roster. And look what he won with.
But he could have gave up on life when people screaming he didn't win in between Shaq leaving until he started going back to the finals. Like, he didn't do much, this and that. I'm like, this dude was playing basketball, practice or games, traveling back to Colorado every other day for his trial and going back and keep doing it. And he was still dropping 58. He was dropped 40 points in a row like 8 times. He dropped 81 that year. Everybody's like, oh, he wasn't winning like that. I'm like, yeah, but this dude was going to court like every other day during the whole season.
Right.
Like, he could have lost his freedom. Like, he was dealing with all that. Yeah. That's a lot to me. Like, I take all that stuff into account.
Now, do you feel Kobe should have won? Because Kobe got 1 MVP, right?
And so does Shaq, and so does Kevin Garnett, but Steve Nash has 2. Like, it's politics and everything.
Now, that's whack. Steve Nash getting it over Kobe was crazy, because I think Kobe averaged over, 30?
Yeah, he averaged 32 the year that he lost it to Steve Nash. Yeah. It's fine. It's politics.
We know.
LeBron could have won more than 4. It's politics.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I'll keep it real on that front. Mike could have won more than he won, but they want to switch it up sometimes. And to be honest, when they give it to Steve Nash and them, it's because they don't have any white people to give it to. So they're like, well, we're gonna give it to the best one.
Yeah, just keep it real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Now they got to be happy because Cooper Flagg might end up being the real deal. But other than that, since Larry Bird, it ain't been no great white American player.
Right.
It hasn't.
So, we're going on. We get near the end of the show, Big Mike. So, anything you want to, anybody you want to give shout outs to, or like, again, you can tell everybody how to get in contact with you, sign up. And
yeah, man.
Get into boxing.
Mutopia.com, Mutopia Boxing on Instagram. Find me personally, Michael Benitez on Facebook, Mutopia Boxing on Facebook. Man, if you want to, come get it. You know what I mean? Just end off
your motto. I love that.
Right.
Yeah. If you want to, come get it, man. Don't let nobody judge you. You know what I mean? Just you're your own person. I mean, you can accomplish things. If you dream about it, you think about it, make it happen. You know what I mean? Shout out to my team. Shout out to Quan, Chris, Ashley, Sarah, Trey, Ricky, all of us, man. We're on the same path. Trying to, give back to the community, be a positive role model for a lot of people in the community. And, no matter the age, no matter how young you are, how old you are, boy, girl, whatever you are, we don't judge. Just come get better.
Right.
Come get better.
Well, hey, Mike, it was great having you on. And like I say, hey, we'll reach out to let you know about the school board and whatever. Let you jump on for a few when we have them guys on to try to get that boxing into the school system. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
hey, one more shout out.
We got you.
One more shout out. Shout out y'all, man. Shout out y'all. I love what y'all are doing. Appreciate you having me on. Chris, all love.
Yeah, appreciate
always,
you.
Man. Always.
Yeah. Hey, man, appreciate it.
We've been excited to have you on, man. We're glad it finally happened.
Yes, sir.
And we wish you nothing but the best, man. Anybody out there that wants to get into boxing, wants to get into being trained by a real stand-up gentleman that really cares about you being better, and like he said, you got to want it, though.
Yep.
You got to want it.
I'll let Mike, man. You guys go to Mutopia Boxing, man, and get in the gym and better yourself, man, because you ain't going to do it alone all the time. It's hard to motivate yourself. So let Mike help you do that. And
that's love.
Go be a part of Mutopia Boxing, man. We wish you nothing but the best, Big Mike.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all.
Hey,
Big Mike. That ain't Big Mike. Well, he's bigger than me. It's Big Mike.
All right, bro. Hey,
appreciate you coming on, man, for real.
100%.
All right, man. We'll keep in touch, man.
Man. Go ahead and spend the time you can.
100%. Appreciate it.
All right.
Sir. If he grew up looking like y'all, man, it's going to be a problem.
All right. Oh, he gonna start when he's 3.
Right.
Oh, let's go.
All right, Mike. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, you too, man. Have a great evening.
My man.
All right, fellas. Have a blessed night.
All right, Chris. Michael on there. Great to have him on a Mutopia Boxing.
Yeah, good show, man.
Yeah, everybody, tune in for next week. We are going to have on Justin Garber from Winchester, Virginia. He writes his own music now. He did a national anthem at the
Colorado Rockies Major League Baseball game earlier this year in the summertime.
So we're going to have Justin Garber on next week. And I think he's released a CD, I believe, or record. So we'll have him on. He'll probably sing something for us. Y'all into country music. Old friend Justin Garber we grew up with, went to Hanley High School. Class 98? 98, yeah. So he's out there in Colorado right now. But we're going to have him on next week, so everybody tune in. Okay, like we mentioned previously, too, we're working on having Carl Rush on here hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But everybody, hey, appreciate everybody. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. We're on Brothers with Opinions. We're on Instagram, X. So go out there, subscribe. It's free, guys.
It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you're listening and your name's Kevin Curry, holler at us, man. We want to get you on the show. If your name's Stephanie Washington, Stephanie Curry, whatever, you know what time it is. The drill team needs to come back. Let's make this episode happen. Everybody else, the 84 football team, Big D, I ain't forgot about you. We're going to get y'all guys on soon too, man. And, we're going to keep it moving. Like Tony said, Justin Garber's in the building next week, man. So all you musicians and people that got a good ear for music, man, get excited because Justin's a great talent, and we're excited to have him join us.
Yep. All right, everybody. Hey, enjoy the football game. Got the Bills in Miami coming up. So we got to jump over here. I got to get my
I know you got Miami winning because you love Tua, so let's go.
Hey, I like Tua, but I don't see they have to have a quick turnaround because they are not looking good so far. Bills are looking like a team to beat that destroyed everybody.
Hey, shout out to Hanley 3-0 with their backup quarterback, man.
Yes. Oh, and everybody, speaking of football, go out Hanley versus Skyline tomorrow. At Skyline. So
I love Hanley. Got to go for Hanley, but I hope Zayden gets 300 yards rushing tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a lot of local stars out there. Zayden Burks for Skyline, Andre
Big
Ford,
Dre.
Big Dre playing. And on Hanley side, you got Josiah
What
Johnson.
They call him, Biggie?
Yeah, Biggie. But at Hanley got Josiah Johnson. You got
JoJo
Washington. Yeah. So that's gonna be a great battle.
That Washington kid had 100 yards last week.
Yeah, Jameer's nice. Yeah. So you got
and Yoder's killing.
That's who I was with. Will Yoder's out there. So hey, everybody, check out Skyline and Hanley tomorrow. Should be a good one. All right, Chris, gotta go. Love it.
Big hype machine, Tony. Y'all enjoy Hanley going 3-0 and see if they can beat Skyline. Maybe get to 4-0, 5-0, and then I'm gonna just tell y'all one thing with 2 names: Randy Moss. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, bro. Love you and see you next Thursday.
Yes, sir. Love you too, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Let's go golfing.
Big voice, no silence, revolution televised. Ain't no good in private. Not knowledge to the ignorant. Ain't never been bliss. Stand up and be heard. We the new activists. Yeah, brothers with opinion. Let the convo begin. You know communication key, but then you must comprehend. Preach B.W.O. Let your voices be heard. We enlightened by the truth, and now we spreading the word. Let's go. How do we learn to live when we conditioned to die? Most people fail before they start because they don't ever try. Man, they told us we was worthless. We believed in the lie. We took it way too literal when Big said ready to die. You know the KKK